This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
I found it. Look, I love ice cream, but I'm not 18 years old anymore, so I can't eat a lot of it. But I found it. I found a healthy ice cream alternative that actually tastes great. Sweet pea non-dairy ice cream. Get this. It's made with chickpeas. I know, it tastes great. Tastes and feels like real ice cream. Look, I screwed around with soy-based and oat-based products. They all tasted like shit. Sweet pea made from chickpeas is the first healthy alternative I've found that I absolutely love. I'm in DC. I get sweet pea at Giant Foods. If you're in DC, Philly, Pennsylvania, go to Giant Food stores. If you're in New York City, go to Balducci or Key Foods. In San Francisco, go to Nugget. You will absolutely love this. It tastes great. Made with chickpeas. That's so cool. It tastes great.
Hey, a quick message to everybody in this coalition to defend democracy, right? All of us who have decided to lock arms at this moment in time to defeat whatever the fuck this Republican Party has become. All of us, right? You progressives, you Democrats, you independents, you conservatives. All of us who are locking arms right now to defeat Trump and Trumpism and defend democracy. I just want to put a little reminder in front of all of us right now. We disagree on policy. We disagree on a lot of laws. We will disagree on court rulings, but that's okay. We've got different beliefs. We've got different philosophies. We come from different camps. We're different politically, and that's okay, because our job right now is really one job. One overarching job, one job that, man, is more damn important than anything else out there right now, and that's to defeat Trump and Trumpism and to defend democracy. That's why we're a coalition right now. You know, 3 really big major Supreme Court rulings last week. And I know, see, here's the deal. I know that most everybody in this coalition to defend democracy, every progressive listening to me right now, every Democrat listening to me right now, we disagreed on those court rulings. I supported all 3 court rulings. The one ending using race specifically as an admissions criteria, I supported that ruling. The ruling enabling or not allowing the government to compel speech out of Colorado, that web designer, I supported that ruling. And then finally, the ruling to end Biden's student debt loan forgiveness program. I supported that ruling. I'm not going to get into all of the rulings right now. I've spoken to all of these rulings plenty. The point I'm making is I agreed with these rulings. Damn near everybody listening to me right now disagrees with me. And you disagreed with those court rulings. In fact, those court rulings this past week were devastating to you. I get that. I've heard you. I've listened to you. Most of you were really upset by what the Supreme Court did last week. I get it. But the Supreme Court did what they did last week, and you came out and you said what you believed. You opposed strongly these rulings. I came out and I said what I believe. I supported these rulings, and I said that as respectfully as I could. And I heard from a lot of people, and I'm not the only one. Other conservatives in this fragile coalition to defend democracy, people like George Conway, people like Rick Wilson, people like me, we heard from progressives and Democrats who said, Fuck you guys. Oh, Joe, you're really a Republican. Well, fuck it. I'm not going to follow you anymore because we disagreed on the court rulings. I heard from plenty of you who said that last week. Fine. That's okay. You can say that. And you can say, my good progressive friend or my good Democratic friend, you can say, fuck, I want nothing to do with Joe Walsh anymore. I don't want to lock arms with Joe Walsh anymore to defend democracy. He supports ending affirmative action. Fuck it, I'm done with him. He's against LGBTQ rights. I'm done with him. He opposes my son getting student loan debt relief. I'm done with Joe Walsh. I'm done with George Conway. Forget about this coalition to defend democracy. Fuck it. I'm not locking arms with Walsh. You can say that. You may say that. But if you say that, it's a big mistake. It is a big fucking mistake. Because right now, I would argue, there's nothing more important than defending this democracy, than preserving this democracy. There's nothing more important than that. That's more important than us arguing about affirmative action or us arguing about student loans or us arguing about speech and LGBTQ rights. Without a democracy, without our democracy, we got none of that. None of the policy squabbles matters. Defending our democracy is the most important thing we can do right now. It's the most important task we've been called to do right now. And to defeat Trump and Trumpism, this is why it's a big, huge fucking mistake if you say, I'm done with Joe Walsh because he supported what the Supreme Court did last week. I'm done with him. No more coalition. If you say that, and you break up this coalition to defend democracy, we will not be able to defend our democracy. We will not be able to defeat Trump and Trumpism, because here's what I know. I no longer know that I know a lot of things, but here's what I know. To defeat Trump and Trumpism, to defend our democracy, to preserve our democracy, it's going to take all of us. It's going to take the entire coalition. It's going to take this entire uneasy coalition of progressives, Democrats, independents, and conservatives to win, to make sure Trump loses in 2024. I know for certain it's going to take all of us. Progressives, you can't do it on your own. No way, baby. You can't defeat Trump and Trumpism in 2024. I know sure as hell you can't defend our democracy all by yourself. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take us conservatives, people like me and Michael Steele and George Conway and Rick Wilson, all of us who have decided at this moment in time to lock arms with you, progressives. We don't agree on most policy. I do not agree with the lion's share of what Joe Biden has done for 3 years. Doesn't matter to me, because it's more, what we're doing right now is more important than Biden. It doesn't matter to me. Preserving our democracy is more important than any policy that Biden has put forth, than any law that Joe Biden has signed that I disagree with. My friends in this coalition upset last week and upset still with what the Supreme Court did, and I get that, but upset that allies right now like me supported what the Supreme Court did last week, and you're upset and you want to sever ties with defending democracy allies like me, please understand, because we disagree with you about these court rulings, please understand that for the past 4, 5, 6 years, I've put my personal policy beliefs to the side to support Democrats. I am all in, and I preach every day, and I've been preaching every day. Our only job right now is to help Democrats get elected at every single level, defeat Republicans at every single level, support whoever the Democratic nominee is for president. I've said that, knowing that it goes against my policy interests, because I've put my policy interest aside for now, because it's all about defending our democracy. That's what I've done the past 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Everything I believe in politically and philosophically, I've put to the side. And I've said, I'm on Team Democrat. I go on TV all the time. People talk about a third party, a fourth party, no labels, all this other bullshit. And I go on there and I say, no, all of us, no matter who you are politically, all of us right now, our job right now is to support Democrats, because Trump and Trumpism need to be defeated. The only people who can defeat them are Democrats. I've done that. I've put everything I believe in policy-wise to the side to focus on the bigger, more important, greater goal of defending our democracy. So along comes last week, and you're upset because your beliefs and your policy beliefs took a hit last week. And that's okay. It's good to be upset by that, as I get upset when things happen that I don't agree with. But to want to cut ties with members of this coalition to defend democracy because we disagree with you on what the Supreme Court did last week? I've disagreed with most of what you Democrats have done for 4 or 5 years. Doesn't matter to me. I'm on your team right now. I'm on your team because I want to defend democracy. Let's defend democracy and defeat Trump and Trumpism in 24. And then you know what? We can go back to debating and fighting about policy. It's really important. It's going to take all of us to defeat Trump and Trumpism in 24. It's going to take this entire coalition. Don't go ahead and cut me off if you want, because I'm just an outspoken son of a bitch, but my God, don't give your middle finger. Don't sever ties right now with conservatives in this coalition to defend democracy. If you do, you won't defend democracy. The coalition will be smaller, and you won't win. Keep your eyes on the prize. I'm not asking you to give up what you believe in. You fervently believe, say, in affirmative action. I'm not asking you to give up that belief. I want you to fight for that belief. But I want you to understand that defending our democracy right now is more important than what the country does with affirmative action. Don't ask me to change my beliefs, though listening to many of you over the years and understanding why you believe the way you believe has influenced my beliefs. But Don't ask me to change my beliefs on immigration or healthcare or taxes or regulations. I'm not going to ask you to change your beliefs. That's what being in a coalition is. Right now, we're locking arms. Progressives and conservatives. We're locking arms to defend our democracy. That's our only job. Don't break up that coalition. Don't sever ties with conservatives like me because you're upset by what the Supreme Court did last week. Stay focused on the more important task at hand. I'm Joe Walsh. Thank you for listening. This is White Flag with Joe Walsh. Couple things. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Doesn't cost anything. White Flag with Joe Walsh. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Second thing, if you want to do something about dangerous extremism in America, join me. Join the movement I've joined, the Starts With Us movement. Please go to this website, startswith.us. Go there, startswith.us. Sign up for their free newsletter. Find out all about them. They are a movement of people trying to fight against this extreme division in this country. Again, go to the website, sign up, startswith.us. Final thing, sweet pea non-dairy ice cream. I love ice cream. I can't eat a lot of regular ice cream anymore because I'm not 18 anymore. I have finally found it. A non-dairy ice cream that tastes great. Sweet pea. It's made from chickpeas. It's fantastic. If you're anywhere near a Giant Foods, I'm in D.C. right now, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, Pennsylvania. Go to your local Giant Foods and buy a couple pints of sweet pea. You will absolutely love it. Sweet pea, non-dairy ice cream. God bless you out there, everybody. Be brave. Talk soon.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.